What is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. We're going to be getting on with some more Pathfinder, going into the Abyss. Having some fun in a few moments. Just going to give it a few more minutes and I'll get in. I don't know how long the stream's going to be today, because I am I'm feeling alright, but, you know, don't want to overdo feeling good. And by that I mean feeling meh. But we will be getting, hopefully, a large chunk into the Abyss. I don't think we'll be able to complete it, because I think it's like, as it's an entire chapter, I don't know if it's like a mini chapter or a whole chapter. I would be lying if I said it was a mini chapter, but I don't think it is. I think it's a full-blown chapter. So we could be experiencing quite a few parts here. Quite a few streams. Maybe 2 or 3. So, yeah. Got that in store. As you can see in that little picture, there's my other party that I've been playing as. Let's get straight into Samael. Stream number 13. Damn. The game came on the 2nd. This is the 13th stream. We've only missed 2 streams, or 3 streams. Here we are, just in the Abyss. Yeah, these guys are going to be on death's door for a while, I'm pretty sure. Oof. Banshee's Heart. Cool weapon, but never going to use it. What does an Earthbreaker look like? Okay, it's literally just a big-ass hammer. The Blitz. That looks fucking cool. Okay. Okay, Hand of the Inheritor. I've learned everything I want to know in this place. It's time to open the portal and press on. Now let us begin the pursuit at once, the Hand of the Inheritor exclaims fervently. The portal begins to glow brightly, and the Hand of the Inheritor gestures forward. This hand clenched a fist. Onward, wherever this road may lead. 1 second, guys. Just quickly... I've just realized what's fucked up. There we go. There we go. After approaching the portal, the angel freezes. Heaven above. Just look at that. I see the pattern of sky-piercing spires and steep domes set against the midnight sky. This is Alushinra, the damned city of Nocticula. That's where our enemies were hiding. You think you're quick, eh? Well, I'm quicker. The angel's blade is just a moment too late to touch the skin of the demon who rushed into the portal. That cunning creature stolen our key. The portal isn't active again. I swear, even the lowest of the Abyss creatures are disgusting and despicable. This portal leads to Alushinra. What could that mean? It means we'll be looking for a particular clutch of demons among thousands of their kind. Alushinra is a real demonic metropolis. It's huge and macabre. It is a little safer, or rather a little less dangerous than the other corners of the Abyss. Lady Nocticula loves having visitors, including those from other planes. She does not like if her guests are dying every day in her city. But if it happens quietly and without too much attention, her black heart won't even skip a beat. We must be twice, even thrice as careful in this nest of sin. We'll move onward altogether? I do not think that would be necessary. We need an outpost in the Abyss that will be, and it will be best if we build it right here. Far from larger demonic settlements, and close to an active portal that would allow us to return here at any time. All of your companions that are currently occupied should take care of guarding and setting up the camp. There must be a second key. We need to find it. Let's do that then. Wait. I thought that was the only fucking key. Oh, yeah, the game has been patched again, so hopefully they'll get rid of that thing there. So, okay. Yeah, there must be another key that we're missing. Let's go back in the mines and see if I've missed something here. Don't think I could have, but...
Let us press on.
Weirdly enough, I'll try something. a quick save. We're going to go straight into the Midnight Fane. Okay, so the Midnight Fane is the same. The magical barrier over there is still there.
We march ahead.
Get back in the thing. Yeah, I don't want any of the loot, thank you. I'm already carrying too much crap. So... it looks like there's a could possibly a path up here, but... oh, there actually is. Holy crap, Joe. How did you miss that?
I sense something.
Elven note. Hey. A pin. There we go. Another key to the port. Okay. There was a second key. Joe's just you know, I'm just really blind.
Godspeed.
Alright, so we'll give this key to the hand of the inheritor and we'll go from there.
Let us press on.
I've got a second key. The demon's portal cannot stop us. Pot's gonna stop us, but we still haven't had much success in countering them. This is why we must take the race to move on. Okay, let's go. Let me tell you something, champion. We are going to Alushinra, the city of cunning and seduction. As sad as I am to admit it, we are unlikely to find our enemies in the Nahindran crystals they took without the aid of the denizens of this hideous place. If Hepsamira had something to do with this, all this we'll have to find. We'll need another demon that matches her power. We'll need to find a way to make contact with one of the city rulers. On that point, we now know that there is a conflict brewing between Nocticula and Baphomet. You always stream when you're doing something? Because I like streaming. I will not be welcome in this dark place, but I have prepared for this. The angel seems truly proud of his plan. I will cast a spell on myself, so not a single denizen in this plane whose soul is devoted to evil will be able to see or hear me. Invisible, I will follow you and protect you from all dangers and temptations of this place as best I can. And the demons will be unaware of my presence now. Let us go, by the light of the sword. Judging by the surroundings, these are the slums of Alushinra's Nocticula's capital city, the abode of beggars and vagabonds. It is important to descend any further. It is impossible to descend any further except into the waters of the ocean itself, where the bodies of the unfortunate souls are dumped. Look, another mortal. You can't get that count about hitting one of Alushinra's guests nowadays. Merchant, travelers, demonologists, every kind of filth. Hey, look, they even see me as an angel. Alushinra honors Arushel and her friends. Oh, there's loot. Wait. Can I has?
I am helpful.
Apparently I can has. Can't has both though. But I got finger freezer. Okay. Ooh, there's a knowledge arcana 20 for one over here.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
The abyss is a chaos and everything is constantly changing in both appearance and nature. Even the architecture of the city is in constant motion. This is the guiding principle of its design. I read somewhere that because I was interested to see how long the abyss was. Apparently, like certain yeah, like you basically it's a time or a how your camera is angled mechanic, which is a very interesting way to do it. I don't know how they did it. It was in the middle of your shower when you started streaming. Well, like I said, dude, you don't have to be here, Bob. You don't worry, my man. Okay, we're overburdened, which means we need to sell this shit.
Let us press on.
Yeah, see what I mean? Look, if I move my camera there, they move. Move camera here. So I can't just play at the angle I like. I have to have a, well, not consistent, but I have to pick something that's a little bit more sense making. A group of dirty beggars in tattered clothes have gathered around a handsome young man with a messy dark hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggar a charming smile. Beggar's charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp shivers glinting in their hands. The young man has a gloved puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize. Ventriloquize. Oh, I hate that word. Ventriloquize in a surprisingly deep voice. Hey, you lousy parasite, who's in charge here? The young man lowers his puppet and beams cheerfully. He addresses the crowd normally in a warm, friendly voice. I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner with candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. Don't interfere. The beggars whisper among themselves. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy. Leave him be. What if he bites you? Before the crowd disperses, the young man jots something down in his notebook. Sturdy, locked, and covered with frighteningly carved pictures.
I am helpful, am I not?
Apparently we're just going to break into someone's house in the abyss, you know. I mean, when in the abyss, why not do abyssal things, apparently?
Something is not right here.
Can't hide from me.
Okay, let's crack that trap before we actually walk in.
I am helpful, am I not? I sense something.
You don't want to miss shit. Well, that's fair enough, Bob. Don't you worry.
Appreciate this.
Demon Slayer soup. Okay, this. We've committed our first sin. We just broke into some dickhead's house and stole. The sooner we find a merchant and can throw all this shit out of our inventory, the better. The sound of your footsteps startles the demon, and he gives you a baleful look. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. A boy of about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in strange round scars that look like they've been from some suction caps. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest the demon's blood runs through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long, sad look. Who are you? I am Zara the Grim, mortal worm, the most skillful explorer of the dark depths of Ishar. I learned from Master Willardus himself, the trusted mage of Our Lady in Shadow. One day I was to pass my master's skill and take his place. Everyone knows this, including Willardus himself, so next time you dare to address me, do so with respect, if you'd like your head to remain on your shoulders. What are you doing? I'm listening to the ocean, and waiting for this worthless whelp to recover her strength to plunge back into Ishar's depths. What a shame I cannot walk its paths myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful creatures, mortal. Who is this boy? The demon gives an arrogant snort. Thorgism is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I condescend to take care of this wretched creature. You're right, kid. The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amazement, perhaps even fear. Then his eyes dart to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? The demon's voice holds suspicion and anger. Don't speak to the boy. What do you want with him? You plan to steal him away. Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you'll regret it. He's your child. You have the right to decide his fate. Yes, he belongs to me. My blood runs through his veins. I'm glad you're not here to question my right to possess him and do with him as I please. Indeed, why would you care about about his miserable life? Truth be told, I don't either. The moment he ceases to be useful, I'll discard him or kill him. Your prudence will be rewarded. This talkative brat, the demon, gives the boy a menacing glare. Often returns with curiosities gifted to him by Ishar on his travels. I study them to better understand the ocean. Perhaps some of them will be of interest to you. I'm willing to part with them as a sign of goodwill. Our mission calls us on, yet I regret that you chose not to intervene. I'm leaving. Under the Inheritor, I am a lawful good. Just because I'm good doesn't mean I'm going to stick my nose into every poor bastard's business. I literally have 10 million things better, like, more important. The sound around you fade, and the world is plunged into an eerie silence. Street noises cease in Al Shinra, but even it has disappeared. Street noises never cease in Al Shinra, but even it has disappeared. You are surrounded by a thick and impenetrable darkness, from which 3 pairs of shimmering eyes observe you. A sibilant whisper reaches your ears. Explain yourself. Who are you and what do you want with me? Many questions. You answer. I am Neresis. I kill. The monster's whispered hiss sounds more like an icy blast of wind than human speech. It's impossible to say whether it's boasting, threatening, or simply stating a fact. Enago the Lilitu purchased your death. Incomprehensible. You are a mortal. Killing you is easy. Why did she not kill you herself? Why me? A trap, an opportunity, an enigma. Naziris, what are you? There was a Fey Lord. There was an opulent court. There was a court executioner. The Lord was generous. Gave the gift of death to many. Everything is different now. The Lord is overthrown. The court is disbanded. The executioner is gone. Now I am here, peddling death. You have no idea what kind of creature may have served execution as a Fey Lord. One shouldn't underestimate mortals. I twice defeated Menago. Clearer now. Even more perplexing. How could a mortal defeat a Lilitu? Trickery? I cannot be tricked. I am here. I will kill you easily. Menago sent you to your death. I have laid waste to armies of demons. You cannot hope to overpower me. Menago is afraid of you. Why? Something is wrong. The monster lapses into puzzled silence. Menago is not a lord, just a client. The deal can be terminated, but there is a condition. Reputation. A cheated customer means a ruined reputation. Kill Menago. No client, no contract, no problem. We have a deal. Where is she? A house in the lower city appears in your mind. Find her here. Come and kill her. The monster silently vanishes. Your ears are once again filled by ceaseless din of Shinra streets. That's right, Menago. You can't pay someone to assassinate me, you fucking bitch.
Something is not right here.
You gon' get assassinated.
I stand ready.
Wait. One of these camera angles is lowest. You know, let's... Oh, wait, there's a bad luck tavern. We'll go here. Yeah, the whole moving the camera about is going to be very hard. I like to be able to see what I'm doing, and I don't like snippets, but sometimes you need a snippet just to get the right angle. I'm just going to take a quick drink. Alright. Go this way first. Okay. A wrinkled demon with broken fangs and a missing eye stands before you. The eye socket is occupied by a large, squirming, multi-legged insect. It seems not to cause the demon any discomfort. He greets you with venom in his tone. Welcome to the bad luck. I'm Burgaz, the innkeeper. Our establishment upholds a high standard of service in that it is better to eat and drink here instead of a ditch. Sleep here at your own risk. Drown the rest of your life in cheap swill, or purchase goods of the highest quality and dubious origin. Upon giving your entourage an appraising look, the demon adds in a silken voice, we accept payment in golden slaves. Dirty floor, terrible booze, a clientele of scoundrels, each one more dreadful than the last, and an innkeeper who's a crook and probably a creep. Ah, the perfect venue to celebrate our arrival in this godforsaken place. Who wants to keep me company and maybe even entertain the other patrons with a few Crusader songs? I doubt they've heard them before. You can count me. We do not abandon our own. Let's find out what the locals here use to drown their sorrows. Surely it can't taste any worse than Mongol liquor made from venomous spiders. Look at I found Nocticula. The demon goggles and bursts into deafening laughter. Tiny bugs fly of his maw, wiping away bloody tears and giggling. He grabs a particularly nimble insect and tosses it back down his gullet. You can find her in the palace, mortal. The thing is, she won't see just anyone. The last person who had the nerve to show up uninvited lives in the catacombs, and everyone calls him Scrap. Care to guess why? I don't know who you think you are, but you will not be allowed on her doorstep unless she invites you herself. To receive an invitation from Nocticula, but to be an influential and renowned figure in the Alushinra. Or you could just think to piss her off. Sometimes those two things are one and the same. Anger a ruler in their own domain. Sounds exceptionally stupid and dangerous. When do we start? Show me your wares. The demon kicks open a large chest filled to the brim with all sorts of things. There are weapons and bloodied clothing. It seems like these items once belonged to visitors from many different worlds. There you are. Have you gold ready? I don't offer credit. The demon's voice drops to whisper. By the way, I have something unique I can only offer to you. A Nahandran crystal. It holds incredible power. What's a Nahandran crystal? You mean you haven't heard of them? Everyone in Alushinra talked about them non-stop. Well, listen. This lot of demons appeared, and they were so strong you couldn't help but wonder how they acquired such power. And the strange thing is, the same demons used to be common riffraff, and then they became, well, I don't know what they are. Whatever it is, it's strong. Rumor has it their supposed Nahandran crystals are the source of their power. Nobody knows what they are or how to get them, but everybody wants one. The word has grown quite popular. These days, everything is Nahandran this, Nahandran that, no matter where you look. The hogwash and lies, of course, but my crystal's a real deal. Don't ask how I acquired it, that's my secret, but I could sell it to you. Fascinating, I'm interested. Wait, I thought he said he sold armors and Nahandran crystal. Well, we'll buy it. It's only 50 grand. I mean, it's not like that's going to be a lot after I sell all this shite. You know, I'll keep that light mace for now. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but I think I've already made the enough money back that I'm... Yeah, I think I'm already being paid. Nightmare falchion. Let's get rid of it. None of us use scythes. Yeah, I'm making 70 grand, and I've not even sold everything. Yeah. Bad booze or a bag brings you here. How do I earn an invitation from Nocticula? Your demon sharks, your chances are slim, but you look cocky so you can try the gladiator fights and battle bliss. Everybody loves a good butcher. The dirtier and bloodier you fight, the more respect you earn. Only fools fight fast. You must prove you know the ways of the fighter's craft. The crowd will love you if you torment the loser before finishing them off. Make them shriek, squeal, and beg for death. And then you can count on having the fight of your life. You will face the Nahandran League champion. Your death will be a symphony of suffering the audience will forever remember. Most can only dream of such a fate. You can cozy up to someone in the upper city. The more influential your patron, the more respect you will be shown. Just remember that in Alushinra, only the most skilled predators make it to the top. Like Lady Valexia. More often than not, their offer of friendship is an introduction to the intrigues, and they'll get you into your head, twist your thoughts, and make you hate yourself, and make you destroy everything you ever loved with your own hands. The idea of fun. You know how to, shall we say, solve problems. You could go under Shamira's wing, who presides over the harem of ardent dreams in the middle city and rules Alushinra. Lady Nocticula does not stoop to such trifles herself. Command of this city is dirty, bloody work, and Shamira is always in need of capable assistance, especially since she changes them as soon as they start to reek of her dark deeds. Walk through the slums. Everyone you'll see there tried to climb high but fell into a trap. There are plenty of warnings in their incoherent ramblings. Leaving. Greeting you with a nod is a middle-aged sorceress with dark hair, skinny face, and prominent cheekbones that bring to mind the images of predatory birds. Despite the dark circle under her eyes and her overall worn-out look, her voice sounds friendly and welcoming. Hey, you're not a local, are you? You come from the Galarian. That makes us fellow countrymen, since I hail from Abelsum. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Magister Mirilla, a certified specialist in resolving magical-related issues, and the captain of an airship called Starcher the Third. What's a sorceress from Abelsum doing in the rat hole in the middle of the abyss? For a couple of seconds, the woman's gaze grows distant, and a bitter expression appears on her face before quickly fading. I suppose you could say that I'm trying to cheat my own fate. In the current stage of my life, the abyss seems like the best port to call home for me. There aren't a lot of experience and, at the same time, trustworthy captains around here, so I never sit idle. You seem honest. How do you manage in this place? Frowning a little, Milara crosses her arms in a resolute gesture. I see what you're getting at. You're asking how a captain who doesn't grab everything that isn't bolted down, a captain that doesn't steal cargo and doesn't throw passengers overboard, how can they survive surrounded by a gang of bloody pirates? My answer is simple. My principles protect me. I strictly follow the unwritten aeronaut code. I never ignore those in distress, I never attack other vessels, and I honor the integrity of the cargo that I am entrusted with. Maybe I look like an idiot to the other captains, but I don't care. My do-goodiness earns their respect, even if it provokes their ire. Besides, they know that I'm stubborn and I'll defend myself to the very end. I suppose that's the real reason why they haven't slit my throat and seized my ship yet. I'd like to know more about you and your ship. I can understand your curiosity. You won't find another ship like Starcatcher in the Third in the Abyss. Actually, captains like me are a rarity as well, for obvious reasons. Tell me about your ship. Starcatcher the Third, as you can guess by her name, is the first ship I've captained, but she is without a doubt the most technologically advanced, and has been through the most amazing adventures. She's the most reliable and neat vessel you'll find in the Midnight Isles. She and I, we've been through serious hardships more than once, but my ship has never failed me. Once Starcatcher the Third even made a short raid in the Wrist of Repose, the place where souls of murdered demons lords slowly disintegrate, imprisoned inside crumbling stone sculptures. Plus, I should also note that Starcatcher the Third has a unique reputation in these parts. She has never participated in pirate raids, never transported smuggled goods or slaves, never passed by other vehicles in distress without providing help, and never been into the service of any demon lords. Can't think of any other ship in the Midnight Isles that enjoys such a good and honest reputation. Lyra utters the last words with pride, as if she's talking about a creature instead of an airship. Who works on your ship? I handpick my crew personally and extremely meticulously. I try to recruit those who are not completely corrupted by the prevailing customs of this place. Let's put it that way. Even here, there's a chance, a rare one, but it's still a chance to meet a mortal with a good heart who, though poisoned by his malicious environment, is not yet beyond redemption. I do my best to help these people, and if I am successful, I give them enough gold so they can relocate some other plane. Then I send them on the way. I hope that this way, I'll be able to save at least some decent souls. Alas, in this case, failures come much more often than success, so to protect my good-hearted but corrupted crew from making irreversible mistakes, I have to rely on some spells. With a smile, my Lyra taps her fingers against her temple. I call it disciplinary thought correction. Starcatcher the Third. There was a first and second. The cheerful smile of sorceress fades away. Starcatcher the Second crashed on the rocks of Alinfia. We were sailing over Mihara Island when the mutiny broke out. It's an evil place where discord and hostility fills the air like a noxious miasma. A part of the crew tried to seize the ship. The others remained loyal to me and a massacrant. Admitting myself, I had to fight my friends till I was the last one standing. The last survivor, all by myself. I barely managed to guide the ship back to Alinfia. But when I was bringing her in, the rocks tore her into a fishmonger gutting a fish, like a fishmonger gutting a fish. Starcatcher the Second was irreparably damaged. As for me, I escaped with a couple of bruises and chipped tooth. The sorcerer squeezed out a bit of a bitter smile. As for Starcatcher the First, it was because of her that I decided to sail in the abyss. How'd you wind up in the abyss? The face of the sorceress becomes grim. Her words seem to come from somewhere cold and remote, as if from the grave. I was once a member of the Arcanarium, the most prestigious magic academy in Abelsum. Back then, I was a captain too, and I delivered special cargo and passengers to my colleague's request. I'd been assigned a risky and extremely important rescue mission on the plain of Abaddon. I had to rescue a group of Pathfinders who had got into some hot water there. I literally ripped them out of the claws of the Gravedigger, the herald of Xiphus, god of accidental and pointless death. And that son of a bitch never forgave me for that show of disrespect. He put a curse on me. People around me started dying, both those I cared about and those I'd never even heard of. News of horrible, pointless, and tragic accidents that cut lives unnaturally short followed me wherever I went. But nothing happened to me. I managed to get out of trouble, any trouble, without a scratch, even when violence raged all around me. I tried to get rid of my curse, but no one could lift it. Soon after that, Starcatcher the First was wrecked in a terrible storm. Then I decided to go into voluntary exile and stay away from the planes where civility, mercy, and common sense are valued. In the Abyss, I can at least avoid more than those whose lives are cut short due to my curse. Besides, the Abyss is insane and bloody, enough without me, so my cruel fate can add very little to this crazy world of aggression. Lion listens to the tale with a rapt attention, without moving a single muscle and seemingly even forgetting to breathe. It's the first time I've seen a real captain. Tell me, how does it feel to, well... Glenn stops, unable to find the right words. With a soft smile, Melira supplies the rest. To be an aeronaut? How can I describe it, lad? It's just the best job in the whole world. I understand. I'm always at your disposal. Well, I'm leaving now. Fair winds to you. If you find yourself in need of an excellent airship and a skilled captain, just let me know. Give me one moment, dude, and I'll do that.
Godspeed.
Okay, let's have a look around, and I'm gonna have a quick. I haven't got a drink on me, but I will do the stretch of the posture check. But I will go grab a drink in a minute.
Aha! Let us press on.
Oh, there's a trap there.
The world's not ending just yet.
Especially that's him, the one who brought the angel to our Shinra. Better give him a wide berth.
I am helpful, am I not?
It seems they already know our angel friend is here.
I am helpful, am I not?
Go up this way and see where that takes us.
We march ahead.
Talk to Senior Guard. Isn't more like you of celestial blood, scared to walk the streets of our glorious city? What kindness rarely seen around here without a slave collar. You guy takes a look at Aroshale and flashed an interesting grin. Your face is familiar. Have we met before? Suddenly recognition draws on him. Aroshale? Is that you? Arushale, sorry, is that you? They said you defected to the Crusaders, but I always said a rabid bitch like you would never deal with good mortal scum. Welcome home. Alu Shinra has missed you and your wild escapades. Arushale purses her lips and turns away, not deigning to answer. Her face grows deathly pale and there is despair in her eyes. I want to go through. The demon sucks his teeth and replies, his voice tinged with lazy menace. Nope, can do. This quarter is where decent people live. When you want to dismember someone, they can go down to the lower city. When you want to dismember someone, they can go down to the lower city. We're standing here so they won't be bothered by Rifthaff and wants to dismember them. Believe me, you don't want to go there. The slave traders have magic collars and that fasten themselves around the necks of chances such as yourself and drag them straight to the cages. Out of my way, scum. Demon seems to have shrunk and lost most of his bluster. I don't care what Nocticula says. I'd rather live to see another day. Come on, hurry through while I happen to not be looking. So that'll take us to the Middle Sea. So we don't want to actually go there just yet.
Thanks, Lamb. You're so awesome.
I'm going to say land getting down there isn't exactly going to be a problem.